So this is the mid-door anchored chest fly. So you're going to anchor the resistance band in the door behind you on the side of the door where the hinges are, middle of the road, so either slightly above or slightly below the middle hinge if you have one, depending on how tall you are. Your starting position, you're going to step out so that you have enough resistance that the band is taut. You want to take a staggered stance, and you want to be standing nice and tall. So abs down, nice and tight. You don't want to be arching or leaning forward. Now, this is similar to the press, but we're not going to be pressing. Our starting position is going to have our arms out like this. So in a nice arc. So as we move through this motion, we're going to be squeezing together like this in a half circle. So if you're looking at me from above, this is what it looks like. So a press, our elbows are bent, and we're pressing together. So we're bending at those elbows. Here, we're starting with just a slight bend in the elbow, and we're squeezing together like this. Just like if our arms are giant claws. So just like this motion. So you can see it's like a half circle motion. It's very different from back here, like this. All right. So again, nice staggered stance, nice strong arms or abs, nice and tight. Grabbing a hold of them, palms facing forward, and then grabbing your bands, making sure they're even. Slight bend in the elbow, and then flying them together. The band should come slightly, see how it's coming slightly under my elbow? That's what it should do. Now you should feel a nice stretch across your chest and the front of your shoulders when you're back here, because even when you're back here, there is some resistance on it. So squeezing them together, again, mid-chest. So you don't want to be coming up here. If your resistance bands are coming up by your shoulders, touching your shoulders, over your shoulders, you know you're coming too high, and you don't want to be coming down here. Same thing. If it's coming down here along your sides, along your hips, you're too low. So just like the mid-door anchored press, you want to stay within that midline of the chest, but we're starting with a slight bend in the elbows and keeping that same bend in our elbows through the entire motion, squeezing together, palms meet in the front. So just like this. And that is the chest fly.